All right, let's get started. Welcome everyone. Good morning and welcome to our ICRA 2023 workshop on future of construction. So hope all of you have had a good ICRA conference so far, and we're going to have a great program for you here today. So hope you enjoy. So this is the second workshop on future construction. The first workshop was held last year in Philadelphia in the US. And we are doing this workshop again to continue to try to improve the state of the art in construction robotics. And this year we'll have a focus on robot perception, mapping, navigation, control in unstructured and cluttered environments. So a little bit background about why we want to do construction robotics. So the construction industry is one of the biggest industries in the global economy. The market was actually valued at 12 billion US dollars in 2020 and may keep growing in the years to come. And construction is one of the key drivers for market growth in rapid urbanization. So it's one of the areas where automation and robotics can continue to play a big role in this industry. So why do you want to look into construction robotics as like an intellectual pursuit? So there are lots of challenges that are associated with construction robotics. So first of all, we have dynamic and cluttered environments. In construction sites, you often have workers, you have construction equipment, materials that are constantly moving around. Construction also requires a lot of interactions between humans and machines, between construction workers that are trying to perform different tasks and equipment that is moving around. In a lot of construction applications, you'll also see that a high level of accuracy is needed, often at the level of millimeters. So all of these challenges combine to make construction basically one of the hardest environments in which we want to deploy robotics and automation. So along with these challenges, we also have opportunities. In fact, throughout this workshop, you'll be able to get a chance to hear from speakers, from researchers that are working in all these different areas of construction and construction robotics. So things like automated sensing and machinery, human worker-robot interaction studies, multi-agent planning, building information models, as well as SLAM. All of this need to come together in order to realize our vision of construction robotics. And then in this afternoon, we'll also hear from the Hilti SLAM Challenge. So with these new improved SLAM methods, hopefully we'll be able to achieve the high level accuracy that's needed in construction. So here's just a brief introduction about the statistics, the papers and things like that for this workshop. So this workshop will feature speakers from 5 different universities, and some of these speakers are actually involved in startup companies as well. So we'll have 4 different companies involved. So as part of our organizing team, we come from 5 different universities, as well as 2 industry partners. As part of this workshop, we have accepted a total of 15 contributed papers, as well as 8 contributed posters. So we'll get to hear from some of these papers and posters in the sessions to come. This workshop will feature several awards. There will be a total of $1,000 in cash prizes for the Best Research Awards. And those 3 Best Research Award winners will be presenting later on in the paper session. We'll also have a SLAM challenge, which also features cash prizes. So we'll hear about who the winners are in the afternoon session. So please stay tuned for that during the afternoon session of this workshop. So here's how the sessions are going to go. In the morning session, we'll have a few speakers. After the first 2 speakers, we'll have the 3 contributed paper presentations, the 3 Best Research Awards. After that, we can meet outside to look at the posters, and we'll do a short coffee break afterwards. The next 2 speakers will come after the coffee break, and then we'll have an industry roundtable. We get to hear from people from the construction industry and try to build collaborations between academia and industry. We'll figure out what are the challenges in industry that need to be addressed by people in academia. Our lunch break will be 12:30, so that will be served in S10. So this will be downstairs, so you can head over there to get lunch, and then come back at 1:30 to get the results from the Hilti SLAM Challenge. So presentations on the SLAM Challenge, as well as the winner presentations, will be in the afternoon session. We'll have 2 more speakers in our afternoon session, and right at the end, we'll have a panel session where we get to do a Q&A with all of the speakers. So huge thank you for all of the speakers that are able to make it to this workshop. We have a lineup of 6 speakers in total. Some of them are from academia, some of them are from industry. So hopefully you get a good mix of different perspective on construction robotics. So I'd like to give a shout out to all of the organizers of this workshop. Most of them are here today. A few actually won't be able to make it, but they are joining the Zoom session right now. So huge thank you for all of the people that have been helpful in getting this workshop organized. Also want to give a huge thank you to the sponsors of our workshop. So thank you to Hilti for sponsoring the Hilti Slam Challenge and our Best Research Awards. And I'd like to also thank Baidu Research as well as ICRA for sponsoring the publication of our workshop papers. And finally, I'd like to thank the IEEE RAS committees on automation and logistics, as well as collaborative automation and flexible manufacturing for also supporting this workshop.